Peace, family, and welcome to the village. My name is Mia Garrett. I am a licensed clinical social worker and your mental wellness guide. So, today we are talking about pathology. And if you followed me and checked out the very first welcome video to my channel, then you know that my work with others is guided by 6 P's: pathology, patterns, problem solving, perspective, preparation, and practice. Almost forgot that 5P. It's a lot of P's, y'all. So the first P is pathology. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about what that means for us as people on a journey towards mental wellness and how we can use it in our work together and our work as individuals. So, what is pathology? Pathology is a group of experiences. The things that we learned from our past, especially in our childhood. And a lot of these things that we've learned have shaped and built our beliefs, our value system, and show up in our daily lives now. And so pathology is so important to give your attention because pathology is like the root of your behavior. It's the root of the way that you are responding and living your life and thinking your thoughts and feeling your feels. Pathology is where it all started. Pathology is all the stuff that is rooted in your subconscious. And some of those things need to be uprooted. Some of those things need to be identified, healed, and released in order for us to change our behaviors. You see, a lot of people will start at the behavior and say, well, I know I want to lose weight. So let me just start hitting the gym. Let me start changing my diet. And when it doesn't work, when it doesn't stick, when you're unable to find consistency in dieting or working out, then we just say, we're not good enough, and we just give up on it. When really it may be your beliefs from being a small child, your beliefs about food, weight, beauty, self-worth, that are all being carried with you to the changes that you want to make today. Now, a lot of times we look at our childhoods and say, well, nothing really happened to me. I'm pretty good. I didn't have any trauma in my childhood. But trauma is not the only thing that we look at with pathology. We also look at something called adverse childhood experiences. Now, adverse childhood experiences are the things that happened in our childhood that still affect us to this day, even if we don't realize it. For example, for me, an adverse childhood experience would be watching my dad leave and return for work. He was in the Navy, and it was very difficult for me to process what it meant for my father to leave and return. For most of my childhood, my father did not retire from the Navy until I was 17. So until I was out of the house, had graduated high school already. And so there was no space for me to process those feelings because it was covered up with daddy's working, daddy's providing for the family. You just need to understand. And maybe I didn't even give anybody a chance to understand or to know how I was feeling because I didn't have the vocabulary to speak my feelings as a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old. And a lot of us have experiences like that do not need to be overlooked when we are doing the work of mastering self, of heading towards the highest version of ourselves. And so adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, are extremely important in the work that we do around pathology. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes, guys. So pathology, the experiences that make us who we are, the ones that shape our beliefs, And beliefs shape our thoughts. Thoughts shape our emotions, and emotions shape our behaviors. And so the things, we don't even have to know where a belief is coming from, but it's up here at the top, or let's say it's down here at the root. And you have this fruit, which is your behavior that you want to change. But really you have to go through your emotions, and then which are the stems, and then through your thoughts, which are the branches, and then your beliefs, which are the tree, and then down to the root, which are your experiences, that where you were taught something. That is what makes pathology so important. So the work we do in pathology is that of identifying which one of those roots is causing the behavior, and which of our experiences need to be identified, healed, and released. So I hope that you join me in going down the path of pathology, or beginning this path of mental wellness with pathology. And not be afraid to look into your past, because it can be a little jarring. We can remember things that upset us and make us feel those same emotions that set it all in motion, set our behaviors in motion for today. So, of course, if you ever need any real support where you're working one-on-one with a clinician, you can always reach out to me. I'm here for you. And I have 3 different ways that you can do that: face-to-face therapy, over the phone, or responsive journaling, whatever meets your needs. So if you go ahead, I will put in the comment section or the description box how to book a session with me. But there are other resources as well, like Psychology Today, where you can find a professional in your area that can just help you sift through and unpack some of this baggage, because that's what it becomes. Our adverse childhood experiences become the baggage that we carry around with us every day as adults. And so in order to unpack that baggage, sometimes we need help, because it can be scary. It can be emotional to do something like that. So I'm here for you if you need me. Again, if this video helped you in any way, please share it. You know, we're all out here just trying to make it. We're all out here trying to discover ourselves and the path to mental wellness. So sharing this video is a benefit for us all. Also, if you wouldn't mind honoring me by hitting subscribe, like, and turning on those notifications, I would just really, really appreciate that. I'll see you guys next time.